Hi academic writing students, I want to make this video to go over the argumentative research paper instructions. This is your final paper of the term and the most formal in terms of style. I want you to keep in mind that this is an argumentative research paper, so your goal is to do more than inform. I want you to focus on having a persuasive tone and a clear claim. This paper is an opportunity for you to synthesize everything we've been studying throughout the term. I hope you find it challenging and rewarding. I'd like you to focus on having a narrowed thesis, sound evidence, analysis, and APA formatting and citations. Please proofread. So for the length, write at least 6 full pages of text, 6 full pages of your own writing. The cover page and references page do not count in this, so for APA all your pages are numbered. You're going to have at least 8 numbered pages. If your paper is shorter than the minimum requirement, I'll take off at least 1 letter grade. If you're having any issue expanding your paper, let me know. I'm happy to give you suggestions. So in terms of due dates, this paper will be completed in a few stages. Anytime during week 7, you'll be submitting a research progress document. You can find more detailed instructions on Sakai. And then week 8, I'd like you to have a rough draft. This rough draft is really a rough draft. You can write a shitty first draft. If your process is more to write outlines, write an outline. Or you can write a more complete draft if you have the time and want more detailed feedback. I'd like you to aim for around 3 pages and to have some quotes incorporated from your outside sources. This is an ungraded rough draft, so it's very low stakes. It's just an opportunity for me to give you some feedback about your overall organization, your evidence, what I see as really clear ideas, what you might want to focus on. And then the final draft will be due week 10 by Friday at 11:59 p.m. And you'll just go ahead and email that to me. I'm going to be looking for various things. One area I'm looking for is your argument and organization. So I really want your thesis statement to be clear, debatable, and to drive your analysis. And then I'm looking for an organizational pattern that's really logical, reader-friendly, introduction that includes the context and the who cares. We're going to talk about that soon. And counter arguments that are presented with a lot of respect and then carefully refuted. For evidence, I want you to have at least 5 outside sources, and at least 4 of those should be credible. So trustworthy and credible, by that I mean they're peer-reviewed. So news websites are peer-reviewed, government websites, they go through a layer of fact-checking. Also, it could be any sort of scholarly research article is peer-reviewed. And then you can use a few less credible sources to help capture the current debate, the current conversation around the issue, or to write against those sources to critique. I want you to make sure that you introduce and comment on all quotes so the reader does not have to guess how they relate to your argument. Watch out for too many long quotes. It's fine to have some block quotes, but don't have too many long block quotes. So I'd like you to include both citations, direct word for word quotes, and also some paraphrase material. In terms of style, I'd like you to follow APA style. Part of that is being really specific when you're referring to groups of people. We're going to talk about that more later. Hedging your claims, being really conscientious of your tone. We've talked about this as academic register. So avoid writing you. Instead, replace that with the specific group you have in mind. We can, think about using we or our if you're talking about American culture. That's fine too. You can use personal experience in your introduction and conclusion as a way to capture the reader's attention or to add an interesting final thought. But since your own experience does not count as evidence in the genre, you want to limit your use of I to your intro and conclusion only. And I'd also like you to avoid saying I believe and I think, mainly because I want you to play around with adapting your tone and making it more formal. So please do keep in mind that conversational or informal language isn't preferred in APA. So I want you to make your writing sound academic, but I do also want to hear your voice. So feel free to be creative and descriptive and maybe take some risks in that area. You can always email me if you have any questions or concerns. For your APA citations, standard APA, references page, using just the author's last names, not the first names, not including the title of the work, emphasizing the year, cover page. You don't need an abstract for this paper, numbering your pages, all the standard stuff. And then I also wanted to mention, if you would like to earn some extra credit, you can visit the Writing Center and work on your essay with any of the peer tutors. Please go with a specific goal in mind. Maybe you want someone to review your thesis statement. Maybe you want to look at your structure, your topic sentences. Maybe you just need help with your APA citations. That's fine too. Your tutor at the beginning of the session will ask you what you would like to work on, so that is your opportunity to set the agenda and make that decision. And then to get your 10 points of extra credit, after you visit, just shoot me an email. It can be a very, very brief email. I just want to know which tutor you worked with and one useful suggestion they gave you. Thanks for watching this video.